Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day to Dr. Asmat. Today we are students from AP2563A. We are going to present about a study on the passive cooling strategies elements. So my name is Ahmad Danial bin Azman. So my friend is Firdaus bin Mohammad Nasarudin, Muhammad Zakwan bin Zaidi, and Muhammad Zulhelmi bin Satar. So firstly, what is passive cooling strategy? Passive cooling strategies is a set of natural process and techniques to reduce temperature in opposition to the use of active mechanical equipment. Strategies such as solar control, building layout, orientation and control of internal heat sources are present in the literature as by climate design strategies. Cooling strategies are also according to the ways on how to handle heat, basically distinguishing protection, heat modulation, and heat dissipation principles. When implementing the passive cooling strategies, the usage of the nature can be safe while the nature is preserved. So the location of the study is Zakwan House, which is single-story bungalow located at Kampung Parit Simis at Batu Pahat, Johor. It is built in 215,278 square feet. It's surrounded with palm oil plantation. It have 2 living rooms, 5 bedrooms, 2 toilets inside and outside, 1 cloth room, 1 prayer room, a kitchen and a store. So this is a picture of the house. So the objective is first to investigate the passive cooling strategies that implement in the study area. Second is to give student opportunity in handling and experiment to identify the value of light in the study area. That's all from me. I will pass it to my friend.
Okay, thank you, Ahmad Daniel. Okay, I will continue to the building orientation. So the front part of the house was faced the north, and the left and the right side of the house was faced the east and the west. And the house long shape, so that means there were many areas of the house, such as the living area, the room, then that can get light from the sun during this day. This is due to its sides of the house are facing the way of the sunrise and sunset. So for a natural ventilation strategist at living hall, this living hall was complete with one three-leaf window, two-leaf windows, and one three-panel sliding door. It was identified that the ventilation problem does not occur for that space because during the day, all the window and the sliding door will be open to make sure that the air can be calculated in the area. And the temperature of the space was 28 Celsius without any support from the mechanical ventilation equipment such as electrical fans. Next, we will go to the ventilation strategies at the bedroom. The bedroom has one three-leaf door, and the temperature that showed during the experiment was 29, which is 1 Celsius higher compared to the temperature at the living hall. The higher in the living hall is because the number of opening is less than the amount of opening at the living hall. The temperature is still under control because that room also will open the window during the day to make sure that the air can be circulated. But to make sure the people are comfort, the fan need to be used to lower down the temperature. So we'll pass to Qhairul.
Right, thank you, Zakwan, for the presentations for natural ventilation strategies. So I will continue the presentations with the natural lighting strategies, which is one of the strategies that included in the cooling passive strategy. So for the natural lighting strategies, we have been conduct an experiment at the study area, which are the living room and the bedroom, one of the bedroom and the living hall. So based on the our data or our output of the experiment, we can see that the light produced at the living hall is higher than the bedroom. This is due to the number of opening and the positions of the living hall and the positions of the bedroom. So the living hall of the study location light during the day was 215 lux. Average reading from three different selected point, which means we are taking three different point of the selected point for take a data. So the experiment was carried at 11 a.m. so that the light that penetrate to the house was maximum. So in that time, the light penetrate to the house with the maximum light. And based on the data, according to the MS2680, the illumination levels that recommended for living room was 200 lux, while the experimental area was recorded 215 lux. This shows that the living hall of the study area was passed according to the standard, which means the Malaysian standard. This can be act as the comfort light and useful light to the hall or to the space. Light enter the living room are useful because based on MS2680, the useful range of light is between 100 lux until 2000 lux, which means below than 100 lux, it means that was not a useful light, while more than 2000 lux, it can be disturb the comfort of the people in that space. So we are going to the next slide to show the natural lighting strategies at the bedroom. As we can see at the bedroom, the living hall, this is because different number of openings. So the bedroom was recorded 183 lux of average light after takes the reading at three different points. So according to the MS2680, the recommended illumination levels for the bedroom was 180, while the experimental area was recorded 183 lux of lights. That means the light that penetrate in the bedroom was useful light. The bedroom was got enough light during the day so that the lamp can be switched off to save the energy usage. And for your information, the people in that house actually take a benefits on the natural lights because they are implement these natural lights to their daily use. So the house can be at the comfort temperature because the lamp that produce the heat are switched off. So I will pass to the next group members to present on the next.
Next, building facade selection. It was identified that all the windows at this house does not complete with the facade, except the openings that located at front part of the house that was covered by the awning. Although the windows do not complete with the facade, but all the windows at the house was come with the tinted glass to minimize the light and heat that can pass through into the indoor area. Tinted glass and the front part awning was important to prevent the light and heat can directly pass through into the house. For the next slide, landscaping. What is landscaping? The landscaping of the house was played the important role to make sure the indoor environment is high in quality and comfort. The landscaping area were at the front of the house and at the east of the house. The front landscaping was the flowers in the pot, while the palm tree at the east side of the house also act as the landscaping for that house. Since the palm tree was at the east side of the house, it was provided a large of benefits due to the sunrise from the east, so that the sunlight does not directly radiated to the house, while its light had been blocked by the palm tree. Conclusion. Okay, the conclusion and recommendation. The study location was complete with the 4 passive cooling strategy from 5 passive cooling strategy that had been selected. All the passive cooling strategies complete each other to achieve the good indoor air quality and the comfort, such as start with the good building orientation. It helped to gain more light, more natural light, and more natural lights that possible to produce more heat. Is controlled by the building landscape and the natural ventilation strategies. For the recommendation, it is suggested to handle the experiment by using the appropriate instrument compared to the usage of the apps, because the using of the appropriate instrument will provide more accurate reading.